thank you very much, for keeping around most of the times, and it is very so surprising. It's a Friday, and of course, it is around this time that we almost coming to an end, but this time around, it was all about moving up and down. So there are questions that we always ask ourselves, and I've also been asking myself this question. I know there are people who are here in Uganda, given the fact that I've watched much of the movie, and you will see some people who could get attracted to either they get attracted to the same-sex people, and then you're like, really? You find a man attracted to a fellow man, you find a woman attracted to a fellow woman, and you're like, how can this really happen? So it is one thing that also went into my mind for quite a long period of time. So this time around, I was like, no, I think we should look out for someone. And, they get to tell us these things. Bulunji, you get the point. And I got someone, and that's why, I came a little bit late, because I really wanted this. I wanted to really make it happen. And there is someone here. Okay, good morning, and how are you doing today?
I'm doing very fine. How are you?
I'm doing very okay. And of course, the guys who are going to be watching you, they're going to be in that camera. It is camera 2, so you're going to be talking to them. And officially, I would love you to say hello to them and introduce yourself in your own words.
Hello, everybody watching. My name is Black. People know me as Bad Black. That's my name.
Okay. Now, I have like 1,000 questions. That's why I worked so hard today when I woke up, and I really wanted to bring you here. When someone looks at you on TV, they're like, wow. They get so a little bit more surprised, and then they want to get to know. Before we can go and talk about everything, I want you to tell us why you are the way you are. I could be here, people are there, and they are attracted to their opposite sex. Because now we are going to go biblical. At one moment we are going to go to Genemu Kurhani, na yetu bile chetu gama. But now, why is it that you are the way you are?
First of all, I'm not so religious. If it comes to religion, I'm not so good, but I'll try as much as I can. But I'm just like this because I'm a transgender person. People might not understand this, and when someone sees me on the streets, when people write about me in the papers, they label me as a gay person. But I'm not a gay person, I'm a transgender person. People can Google, they can go and put in transgender, they'll get to know who I am.
But now, because if it's a transgender, that's the same thing that Caitlin was saying. Caitlin, that is Mama Tata Waba Kardashian. Yeah, Gamba, because at the end of the day, do you get attracted to women or male guys? That is the biggest question, because everyone wagamba person who is gay chibachitegeza ayagala basajja bane. You get the point? Yeah. That is someone who is gay. So with you, if you say I'm a transgender, because a transgender person is the person yenga bamuchusiza officially. This is PG, forgive me, PG. Parental guidance is advised. So if young kids are watching, you can just keep away from this one here. So with you, which people do you get attracted to?
Okay, first of all, I'll explain the word transgender. Transgender means someone, I identify as a transgender woman because I'm born in a male body, but this is not a body I'd like to be in. Yes, because I feel so much of a woman. So that's why I'm called a transgender. Being a transgender, it doesn't mean you have to be transitioned already. No, it's what you feel. It's how you identify yourself. You can just look up one day and you're like, I'm a transgender person, Luz Anderson. That's what you feel. But me, this is what I really feel. I get attracted to men because I'm a transgender person. But I'm a transgender woman.
That means you have your private parts are for a male person.
It does not matter. Yes, it is. But deep inside me, I feel I'm a woman. Most of the things in me are for women. Despite the biological part, I feel I'm a woman. That's why I'm a transgender person.
We are going to do, help me, boss. You can pick this phone. I want you to get this person here. I'm sorry, guys. That's why I worked so hard for this. You pick that phone call, then you bring that person here. Man, I'm confused. Because at the end of the day, have you ever been there, girls, or tunido mwala, nomulabanga ina ebintu. Echo chetkweza wanene wafe Uganda. But to you, have you ever been in touch, ngolina nomukazi, and then you feel like there is that attraction? Has it ever happened in your life? Kati awunyonyola bulungi nze nsirike go ompitiremu.
Listen, if I would sleep with a woman, I would be a lesbian. because I believe I'm a woman, and that's it, I'm a woman. So I sleep with men because I'm not homosexual. No, I'm not gay.
You're confusing me here.
Okay, I'm not gay. I don't get attracted to women. I believe if I get attracted to women, I'll be a lesbian. So I'm not. I'm a transgender woman who sleeps with men.
Web, okay, guys, I'm sorry. I worked on this so much. Web, can you help me go to Facebook? Then you search that name there. I want to get some of these pictures here. Then people would see what I'm talking about. Boss, nze njagala tufune kino ekintu bulungi. You're born a man. You're born a boy. Nokula, all the features, let's say, they are for men. And then you grow up. Nogama omanyi, kirabika it seems I'm supposed to be a woman, but I'm born a man. So now you get attracted to fellow men. That means you act as a woman. When the Bible when Jesus created Adam and Eve, these guys are having, different private parts, and that means there is a man who is a real man when we talk about, like, those features. Then there is a woman who is having the features of a woman. So when these guys are in a relationship, when they're going to be getting a kid, that means there's a way how they do it. So when it comes to you, it is not done that way. Watch together. So how do you underline, how do you make love, or how do you have sex, yet you're in a wrong body? Because if it's a wrong body, then that means all those other features are for a man. So when you do that, because I know it is very risky, there are diseases involved, the sphincter muscle involved. At the end of the day, that's why most of the people say there is a high rate of HIV, and then that's why most of the people say that you people put on Pampers, or say like so compare clear picture of having sex, because now you're in the wrong body. You get the point?
Okay, like me, I'm confused with Ugandans. Every time they talk about the LGBT community, they always think about sex. Every time they talk about gay people, lesbians, they think about sex. But this thing is not all about sex. First of all, it's all about love. Before you go to sex.
Boss, love cannot be there.
Listen, I'm explaining to you.
Okay.
Some of us are not so much really into sex. Yes, we have sex. But first of all, you have to consider love. You understand? And when you talk about kids, I don't know why Africans are so much interested in kids. Everything is not about you having children. There are heterosexual families who are barren and don't have children, then they're okay. And they have to adopt. Me falling in love with a fellow man, like the way you people label us, it's not about having children and what. It's about doing what I feel and being happy.
But
I'm happy that way, and I'm born that way.
I'm just imagining a fellow man comes, you're attracted to him. And that's having sex part. I have my some of my guys.
I know where you're going. You're talking about anal sex, yes?
Yes.
There are heterosexual people who have anal sex. You know that. We're advocating for lubricants. We're advocating for condoms. We're advocating for lubricants because people think it's only the LGBT people using the lubricants. But let me tell you something. People use lubricants. People in heterosexual relationships use lubricants because they do anal sex. You understand? Sex workers on the streets use anal sex because they're sleeping with women clients, and they need that biological part to be watery so that they can do their work. We're advocating for lubricants and condoms because even other people are using it. Not only that gay people are using that. People are having anal sex, and we know very many people, and even tribes.
When it comes to the Bible, when you talk about Sodom and Gomorrah, Yesu yagenda nagamba a fellow man will never ever sleep with a fellow man, neither would a woman put on as a man. You get the point? So there is no way in Jesus' name a man could be with a fellow man. You could be, I'm in a wrong body. God does not make mistakes. When it comes category, you're talking about the lubricants and all that. But there are other factors considered. I'm just imagining, features katinze ni musajja, ninzijanga, no jango nepikira, and then you go. That sex having part, it is very crucial.
It's not crucial. People always have sex is just sex. People are having anal sex. It's nothing compared to this life. Just anal sex. Sex is just sex. That's all. I'm not so much into sex. I believe in relationships and I believe in love.
So what do you do in love and what do you do when you
if you're in a relationship with your partner, do you only have sex? Is that the only thing you do for your girlfriend, if I may ask?
It is one of those most basic and most important things.
Then to me it's love. We have different options.
Guys, you know, I tried so hard to make this happen. But of course, I've got my Musao here. And as I had promised you, we are also going to be doing this very live and clear. I don't know. As we are doing that, then I'm going to be talking to my producers, and I want something to come up if they can give us a little bit of time, because, man, this has been so crazy. Okay, let's just go into it. Just a short kind of break, and when we come back, we're going to be continuing with this, and we are going to be having part 2 of it.